Okay, beautiful people. Starting off in your comfy seat. First, just make sure you're comfortable, okay? If it's hard for you to sit up straight and tall and you feel like you're kind of working too hard, kind of slouching, then sitting on something like a pillow or a block, even if you roll up your sweater and just sit on it so your hips are up a little bit, sometimes it helps to kind of relax your hips open. So make sure you're comfy first. Cross your shins so that your feet are nice and close to your knees. Okay, and in yoga, we would call that Sukhasana. It means easy pose. So sit up nice and tall and easy here. Close your eyes. And start to take those big, deep breaths. Big inhales. Big exhales. Big breath in. Big exhale. And give yourself some time to just grow your breath. Let your body relax as you sit here in one place, just noticing all the things that are going on right now. As you inflate your body with the inhale and compress it out with the exhale. Notice your hips nice and heavy on the floor, equally heavy if you can. Maybe there's a little pull back in your belly button, a little strength around your middle to keep your low back really neutral and tall. And then as you breathe, think about lifting your low back up and out of your hips with each breath. Feeling the spine rising up and then your rib cage balancing perfectly over your hips here. Allow the heart to rise up and open in front and the shoulder blades to sink down and together in the back. And then finally, a really slight tuck in your chin, pulling it back in towards your neck, will keep the back of your neck nice and long and soft. And keep breathing here, just enjoying a length in your spine. Let your jaw relax. And keep your long, slow breath. Okay, keep noticing all the details of how you're feeling. And let's start to move a little bit. Grab onto your knees, okay? Just one knee in each hand. And then just using them a little bit to pull on, okay? Mostly using the movements of your spine. With your inhale, think of moving your heart forward and dropping your shoulder blades down your back. So you're arching your spine. You might want to look up a little bit. Okay, with your exhale, pull your belly button back, rounding your spine. Think of pointing your tailbone forward and looking at your belly button. And we'll do that a few more times. Inhale, roll your heart up, point your tailbone back behind you and your nose up. Exhale, round your spine, tailbone points forward. Look down. Keep it going. Inhale, arched, extended spine. Exhale, rounded spine. Now you're just going to keep going and close your eyes, just finding your own rhythm. Noticing if you can open up any space in the front of your body on the inhale. Can you open up the back on the exhale? Maybe a few more just like this. Feeling a wave movement rolling up your spine and then rolling down to your tailbone. And then come back up to center and long spine, maybe feeling a little bit longer now. And we'll start to move arms a little bit more. Inhaling here, reach your arms up and overhead. Remember, when your hands go up, your shoulder blades go down away from your ears. Okay, with your exhale, twist. Look over that left shoulder. Drop your right fingers in front of you and your left fingers behind you. Coming back through center on your inhale, hands up. And exhale to the right. Look over that right shoulder. Again, inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and twist to the right. So you just take a few more. You've just kind of found your own rhythm now. You're not worried about following my pace per se. Noticing your rib cage revolving on your spine. All the little muscles that move that beautiful rib cage and your spine and your back and your shoulders all revolving around your spine. Next time you twist to one side, pause and hold. Just whatever side it is perfect. Let's hold it right there. Now you might be perfectly happy here, just looking over that back shoulder, okay? You might want to deepen your twist by taking the hand that's out in front of you to the knee of the side you're looking out to, so you can use it like a little handle. Big breaths into your rib cage and your belly. One more breath here. And then bring it back through center on your inhale, all the hands up. And exhale over to the other side, whatever side you didn't just do, okay? And hold it right here and let's just breathe. So you might be happy just like this, more gentle with your twist. If you want it to be a little deeper, front hand goes to the knee of the side that you're looking to. Breathe. Big chest on your inhale. Strong belly on your exhale. One more breath here, yogis. All right, we're bringing it back around. Right here, uncross your legs and cross them the other way. Okay, just one more thing before we leave this seat. Take your fingers out in front of you. Okay, and then notice how you can push the floor with your hands and move your hips down and back kind of firmly. Go ahead and do that. Push the floor down, ground your hips back there, and maybe walk your fingertips out as you continue to ground those hips. So you're really kind of spreading open the back of your body here. And let's just take a few breaths here. Inhale into your shoulder blades, the backs of your ribs, your low back, your glutes, the back of your neck. Maybe one more breath here. And start to walk your hands back up and in by your feet. Okay, now try this. Your shins are already crossed. Is it possible that you could roll over onto your hands and knees? Okay, just try it out. If it doesn't work the first time, try it a few more times. But either way, we'll meet in hands and knees, okay? I'll meet you there. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, and find a downward facing dog. And start to walk your heels out here. Walking them out. Okay, so the backs of the legs are not super warm, so keep in mind that means you can keep your knees really bent when we're in a downward facing dog, okay? But I want to challenge you a little bit here. Get your arms and your core warmed up a little bit. So here we go. With your inhale, just move your heart forward, okay? Find a plank pose. Remember that your plank can always have knees down. You can always do that. It's still a plank, okay? Exhale and press it back to your downward facing dog. We're going to flow a little bit. Okay, with your inhale this time, come forward as if to a plank, but drop your knees to hover just off the ground. So there's just an inch off the ground. And then exhale back to down dog. Inhale forward into your plank. Heart over thumbs, pushing the floor away, strong belly. Then exhale, down dog. Inhale to your knee hover, shoulders over wrists, hovering knees. A little challenging. And exhale, down dog. So let's just flow a few more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, knee hover. And exhale, dog. Let's do it one more time, okay? Building warmth in your core. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Sorry, inhale, knee hover. This is a knee hover. And exhale, dog. Okay, from here, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Take a moment just to hold and hang and let your spine hang from your hips. You can rock your weight from foot to foot, bending one knee at a time, shaking it out, okay? You want to really let your head hang. You want to make sure your neck is very soft here, no tension. The backs of the legs are bent, okay, softly. There's no tension there. And as you're ready, we'll roll it up. So with your inhale, press into your heels. Strong back body as you stack yourself and lift that heart all the way up top. Exhale here, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Palms are down. Inhale, walk it forward to a plank. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. We're going to keep moving, okay? Inhale, roll it up, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold it down. Inhale, step it back to a plank. And exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Keep going. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, hinge it down. Inhale, hands walk forward to plank. Exhale, feet walk to hands and fold. Couple more times. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, hinge it down. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, hands walk to feet. Last time. Inhale, roll it up. This time with your exhale, drop it into a chair squat. You're going to drop your hips, bend your knees, and pause. Utkatasana, my friends. Stay right here. So with your knees, you want to slowly and gently move them in toward each other so you feel strength between all the inner surfaces of your two legs, okay? You want a tailbone pointing down and slightly forward, and your belly button pulling back and in. And then get that heart nice and high. Maybe you want to drop a little bit lower. Get the legs warm. And breathe. Very nice. One more big breath in. Stay for the exhale. And inhale, bring it all the way up. Push the floor away. Lift your heart. Exhale, hinge it all the way down. Palms to the floor. Inhale here, walk it forward to a plank. And exhale to lower yourself all the way to the floor. Inhale here, take a little cobra. Peel your heart up and open. And we'll take a few more like this. So just exhale to set it down. Inhale, peel it up and open. And exhale, set it down. Now keep going. Okay, now I'm just going to talk to you about some finer points here of cobra. Make sure with your cobra that you're always pulling back with your hands instead of pushing. It might sound counterintuitive, but promise me you're pulling your heart up and not pushing it. Keep the elbows in, keep your tailbone pointing down, and keep breathing. And it's okay if your cobra shape is very little, a little baby cobra close to the floor. It's okay if your cobra shape is big, a mommy cobra. Either way, next time you come up into your cobra shape, hold it right there. And then bring your rib cage back to the floor so that your belly is back on the floor if it came up. And pause here. Float your palms just off the floor and keep breathing. So keep that belly button lifting feeling, that tailbone pointing down feeling, and the shoulder blades strong down your back with the elbows in. How about we lift the legs here? Keep breathing. Okay, if the legs are lifted, make sure that the tailbone is still pointing down at the floor. Maybe you reach your hands back behind you here. Keep breathing. And if everything's going great with your hands behind you, you can actually join them. Interlace your fingers and move your hands away from your heart. Make sure you're looking at your mat here so that the back of your neck is soft and not crunchy. Strong back body. Maybe one more big breath here. And then let it go slowly. Come on down as you exhale. Tuck your toes and see if you could make your way all the way up and back to a downward facing dog. Come on back. Walk it out. Should be feeling a lot of good movement in your back body. A lot of good warmth. Okay, yogis, we're going to keep flowing. Remember to take breaks and modify. Here we go from your down dog. Okay, here's a big breath in. Let's get that right leg up and out behind. Exhale here, send that right foot forward and plant it outside your right hand, okay? You can come up on your fingertips if that gives you more space, and you can drop the back knee as well, okay? Kind of make it feel just right. But either way, we're gonna rock the hips back. Go ahead and flex that front foot, the right foot, and point it at your nose, and then rock the hips forward, back into your lunge. And let's do that a few times. Rock it back and rock it forward. Keep breathing as you're moving. Find a little rhythm. So as you move, I want you to gently resist the floor with your legs. So keep them active. Okay, moving through this lunge and this hamstring opener on the right side. We want to make sure that the legs are active so that we get the most release. Okay, next time you settle back into that lunge, pause. Okay, now you can keep your fingers down and you can keep the back knee down, but if you want a little extra challenge, maybe you reach forward with one hand, as if you're trying to reach something that's just out of reach. Maybe you reach forward with the other hand, and now we have a nice challenge for your back body. Breathe, friends. Gently push the floor away with your legs. Breathe. Elbows by your ears. Reach forward. Nice breath. Maybe one more big breath in here in your lunge. And at the bottom of the exhale, let it go. Drop your hands back underneath your shoulders. Let's come up through a 3-leg dog. So with your inhale, right leg up behind you, way up in the air, 3-leg dog. And exhale, drop that right foot next to your left. Now let's go straight to the other side without further ado. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind. Exhaling, left foot forward. Go ahead and drop that left foot outside your left hand. Maybe come up on your fingertips just so you feel more spacious. Drop the back knee if you need to be more gentle here. But either way, we're going to rock the hips back and forward. So we're moving through a half split and a lunge. Okay, try to keep that heart open and forward and keep that gentle activity in both legs, pushing the floor gently and drawing the knees toward each other slightly. And next time you rock back forward into that lunge, we want to stay right there, okay? Now you can turn this into a gentle lunge at this point. You can keep it a little bit more spicy, and or you can reach forward with one arm, hold and breathe. Notice the challenge in your back and your shoulders, and maybe 2 arms, hold and breathe. Reaching for something just out of reach, elbows by your ears. Push that floor away. And breathe and reach. Okay, getting warm all over. One more big breath here, yogis. And drop your hands under your shoulders at the bottom of that exhale. Let's come up through a 3-leg dog. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind you, up in the sky. And exhale, drop the left foot next to the right, back in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in your downward facing. Starting to push the floor away, pull the elbows in toward each other. Feel the shoulder blades slide down your back. All right, see if you could spin your heels out so that you don't see them. They're hidden behind the front part of your foot. And see if you could lift your kneecaps a little bit to allow the heels to drop 1 millimeter closer to the floor. All right, you ready to add on and keep flowing? Here goes. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale here, right foot forward. Drop that right foot outside your right hand. Okay, same modifications here for your lunge. You can drop the back knee or not. But with your inhale here, that right hand is going to sweep up and open. Big chest. Okay, with your exhale, bend your right elbow. Send it towards your left wrist. Just get as close as you want to go. Again, inhale up and open. Exhale, big twist. Again, inhale, reach. And exhale, twist. Remember to keep your legs active, yogis. Push that floor. Inhale and reach up. Hold it here. In this lunge, breathe in. Push that floor away. Okay. Both legs pushing the floor down. Bottom arm pushing the floor down. Broaden that chest. And could you lift the back kneecap and drop the front hip, the right hip? Think of all the spaciousness in your chest here. And maybe one more big breath in here. At the bottom of your exhale, right hand back under your right shoulder, back in your lunge. 3-leg dog on your inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot down, downward facing dog. We're gonna go straight to the other side, okay? Here goes. Inhaling, left leg up in the sky. Exhale, left foot forward, lunge. Activate the legs against the floor and twist. Inhaling, left hand up, look up. Exhale, bend that left elbow, draw it toward the right wrist. Close as you want to go. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, twist it closed. One more time, reach it up. And bring it down. And then we're gonna reach up and hold. Come on up. Breathe here, yogis. Big twist. You need a break, you drop the back knee, okay? You're feeling pretty good. I want you to push the floor away from you, okay? All directions, reach up. We're gonna lift the back kneecap and drop the left hip a little bit. And breathe. Build that warmth. Build strength. Build fluidity, but also gentleness. One more big breath here. And let it go. Left hand under left shoulder. Bring it up to three-leg dog. Big breath in. And exhale, left foot down next to the right. We're back in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, walk it out. I know it's a long time in down dog, so you can always drop to your knees. You can take a child's pose, break, but we're gonna keep going, okay? Inhale here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right knee forward, plop that foot outside your right hand. Okay, inhaling here, right hand up. So we're twisting. Now check it out. With your exhale, roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. That's it, okay? Now with your inhale, pick up the right foot and put it next to the left. Pause here. Now you might drop your bottom knee. That's the left knee. You can do that. You can challenge yourself to keep it up. No matter which one you've chosen, I want to play a little bit with you here. So we're going to lift the hips nice and high and drop them nice and low. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, drop the hips low. So building some strength in your side body. You can do this with a knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale. And exhale. Now I'm going to have you inhale, lift, and hold. Push that floor away from you. Drop the bottom knee if you need a little break. But if you're feeling kind of spicy, go ahead and lift up the top leg. Breathe. Point your tailbone at your toes and breathe. Whew. One more last breath here. And now try this very carefully. Keep breathing, okay? Wherever you are, whatever position you're in, pick up the right leg. That's the top leg. Bend the right knee. Could you carefully set it down at the front of the mat, back in the lunge where you started, okay? And drop that right hand under your right shoulder. Whoo, let's go. Let's do a three-leg dog. So inhale here, right leg up in the air behind you. Then exhale, right foot down, downward facing. Let's do the left side. Inhale, left leg in the sky. Exhale, left foot forward, lunge. Inhale, left hand up, twist. Exhale, drop onto the outer edge of the right foot. That's all. Inhale, pick up your left foot, put it next to your right, and hold. You want to drop the right knee? You can. You can do all the same things from there, okay? I'm going to spin around to face you. Now remember, we want the bottom arm strong. Please don't lock the elbow. Keep it strong. Ready? We're going to lift the hip high on the inhale, and we're going to drop it low on the exhale. Again, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Keep it up. Inhale, and exhale. One more. And now we're bringing the hip up and we're gonna hold it right there. Breathe. Modify by dropping the knee. Add spice by lifting the top leg. Belly button in. Tailbone points at your toes. You can do it. Sure you can. One more big breath here. Now check it out. Keep breathing. Bend that left knee. Pull it up close to the front of your mat. Again, could you set that left foot down in the front of the mat again? Drop the left hand onto your left shoulder. We are back in a lunge. Three-leg dog on your inhale. Left leg up and out behind. Exhale, drop the left foot next to the right. Downward facing dog. Shake it off. Okay. All right, I'm going to get you off your hands here. So inhaling here, bend your knees, come up on your tippy toes, and look at your hands. With your exhale, you can hop it or step it to your hands and fold. Okay, grab your elbows here. You might just want to grab them and hang and swing. Feel some nice spaciousness in your back as it hangs heavily. Nice warmth in the backs of your legs. We got your legs pretty warm just now. We got your arms pretty warm and your back and your core. Okay, great work. From here, palms are coming back down to the floor. Okay, step it back to plank. All right, friends. Are you ready for this? It's going to be a little bit challenging, so you can drop your knees at any time if you need to. Ready? Okay, inhale here. Pick up your right leg. Your right leg is up, but you're still in a plank. Okay. With your exhale, bend your elbows. Just come halfway down. Pull your elbows in by your ribs. Inhale, back up to plank. And exhale, press it back to a three-leg dog. Right leg up in the sky. Let's do it again. Inhale, forward to plank. Still got the right leg up. Exhale, halfway down, elbows to ribs. Inhale, press it back up to plank. And exhale, push it back to three-leg dog. We're just gonna do it one more time. Get your arms pumped, okay? Inhale for plank. Exhale, halfway down, elbows to ribs. Inhale for that plank. And exhale for that three-leg dog. Now here is where we're gonna get real spicy. Go ahead and drop to your elbows here. Keep that right leg up in the air and hold and breathe. Dolphin pose. Okay, if you need to drop the left knee, you're just gonna drop the left knee, okay? No problem there. But if you have an okay time with the left leg up, push that floor away from you and lift that right leg high. Breathe. Building strength and spaciousness in your shoulders. You're also getting a really good stretch on the back of your left leg, aren't you? One more big breath here in your dolphin pose with one leg lifted. Okay, with your exhale, drop that right foot next to the left. Drop to your knees here. Go ahead and press your hips back. Take a child's pose for a moment. Big inhales. Big exhales. Let your shoulders melt. Notice how they feel. Your back. Okay, from here, come on up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Find a downward facing dog. Inhale here, come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, and look at your hands. And with your exhale, hop or step to your hands and fold. Okay, you might join your hands behind you as we just hang for a moment this time. You can interlace your fingers and move them away from you. Let that head hang. You can get your knees really close to your forehead, maybe. A lot of space in your neck. Okay, release your hands as you're ready. Okay, palms are down. Step it back to your plank again. We're gonna do the other side. Get ready. Use your knees for this challenge if that makes it more appropriate for you, okay? So inhale here, get the left leg up. You're still in a plank, you just have the left leg up. Exhale here, knees to elbows to ribs, halfway down. Inhale, press it back up to your plank. And exhale, push the floor away up to a three-leg dog, that left leg up in the sky. Let's do it again. Inhale to your one leg plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale back up to your one leg plank. And exhale, 3-leg dog. We're gonna do one more, okay? Inhale for that one leg plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale back to your plank. And exhale, 3-leg dog. And now here's where we get real spicy. And we drop to the elbows. Come on down to your dolphin posture. Breathe with me. Okay, remember your mod. You can drop the right knee. You're still here, okay? Breathe. Push that floor away. Lift the left foot as high as you like, okay? You can really get a great stretch in the back of the right leg here if you want to. Breathing, staying active in your legs. All right, friends, maybe one more big breath here in your dolphin pose. And then let it go. Drop that left foot next to the right. Drop your knees, drop your hips onto your feet. Bring it down into a child's pose. Let all that effort just melt off of your shoulders and your back. All right, friends. From here, bring it back up to hands and knees. And then sit your hips out to one side. Okay, and take your big straddle. So take legs out away from each other. And just a comfortable straddle. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or uncomfortable. And keep in mind that you have modifications. For example, if it's hard to sit up straight and tall, maybe you feel like you have to lean back or it's hard to get comfortable, then just bend your knees, okay? You can just pick each of your knees up and put a bend in them, and it makes it a lot easier to sit up nice and tall. So give yourself that ease if you need it. But do find your straddle, okay? And then make sure your legs are active. You can flex your feet, you can point them, you can floint them. Whatever you do with them is great, but I want them to be active, okay? You want the top of your thigh active, feel it. You want the back of your thigh active, feel that too. Everything turned on. And from there, lift your hands. Take a big breath in. Okay, grab onto an imaginary trapeze. And with your exhale, just lean your trapeze out to the left. But be sure that as you do that, you press down into your right hip. And we'll go back up to center on the inhale. Hold your trapeze and exhale, move your trapeze to the right. Press that left hip down. Let's come back up through center. Big breath in. Trapeze to the left. Big breath in. Trapeze to the right. Okay, come on up through center. Now this time, coming over to the left, pause here. You can just take that left hand to the floor and reach the right hand over. Okay, you can stay here. You can take that left elbow to your left thigh and just rest there. Okay, maybe the right arm turns into a cactus arm and you kind of peel your chest open to look up. Okay, more chest opening there. No matter what you're doing, make sure you're keeping that right hip on the floor. Okay, you feel how it wants to come up. Don't let it. Okay, maybe the left elbow comes low down to the floor by your left knee. Okay, you still got that right hip on the floor, don't you? Okay, maybe if you feel really comfortable here and you feel like you have lots of space, you take the left hand across and over to your right thigh and grab your right thigh and let that left shoulder drop low by your left thigh. And then you can bring the right fingers way over to the left. But keep in mind, drop that right hip. big breath here, maybe one more. Keeping a lot of space around your neck, length on all sides of your torso. And then as you're ready to come out, use those right fingers on the floor by your left leg. Press yourself up, okay? Now check this out. I want to go somewhere from here. So take your left hand behind you now. Just put it somewhere behind you. I'd say maybe a foot behind your hips, okay? Point your toes and try to push the floor down. Try to come up off the floor, okay? If it doesn't work the first time, don't worry about it. Take your feet closer to each other and try again. Push the floor down, lift your hips up, okay? Eventually, it's going to work. Your hips are going to come up, and you can reach up with the right hand. You can even cactus that right arm and drop your head. But I want you to take a few breaths here. Okay, nice heart opener. Maybe one more big breath. And then bring it on down. Set your hips down very carefully. Okay. And then hands back up in the air. Grab onto your trapeze again. And we're going to go over to the other side. So trapeze to the right. And pause. Here. Okay, the right hand comes to the floor. The left hand stays up and makes a big shape around your ears. So remember that left hip stays down, okay? Very tempting to lift it, but you won't let that happen, will you? Maybe the right elbow comes down. Maybe the left arm is a cactus arm. We peel the chest open. Okay, if all is going really, really well and you feel quite free and spacious, you can take the right hand to the left thigh, drop the right shoulder to the right thigh, and reach the left arm overhead. But do your best while you're here. Ground that left hip. Make a long neck. Breathe. Maybe one more big breath here. Your side bend. And then we're coming up. So just put your left fingers on the floor by that right leg and push the floor away. So you come back up. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Take that right hand behind you, maybe a foot behind your hips. Point your toes and try to push the floor away. Okay. Your hips will come up. Maybe they won't. Take your feet closer and try again, okay? Just pushing that floor away. Once you get up, you're gonna reach up with the left hand, maybe cactus it. Who knows? You find a nice stretch across the front of your body here. And breathe. Okay, as you're ready, friends, bring it on down. Okay, back into your straddle, arms up again. Now this time, okay, grabbing onto your trapeze. With your exhale, I want you to put your trapeze on the floor, ground your hips behind you, and just slide your fingers as far forward as they're gonna go. Now that's so different for everyone that for some of us, the fingers touch the floor, and that's perfect. And you just stay right there. So just do that. You can even lean back and back out of it. Remember to bend your knees, okay? So maybe you bend your knees and you walk the hands a little further forward. Try that out too. But either way, start to walk your hands out front with or without bent knees and push your hips down behind you. So hips are moving down, the legs are strong, the knees may be bent or not. But maybe you start to fold so that your elbows come down and you can really hang your head. Big breath into the back of your body. Okay, today your forehead might come to the floor. It might not happen today. And it doesn't really ever have to happen. But what you're looking for is some great spaciousness and freedom across the backside of your body, the backs of your legs, the insides of your legs, your hips, your low back, so many things going on here. Okay, maybe one more breath in your straddle. And then start to walk your hands back up and in by your hips. Okay. Lean back on your hands here and then slide your feet back toward each other. Whew. Okay. Nice straddle. Okay, feels good in the legs. Go ahead and reach forward. Point your tailbone at your toes. You're rounding your spine. And then roll back in slow motion. Okay, once you land, ground your shoulder blades underneath you. And get your feet up in the air. And circle your ankles out here. A few ankle circles. Ankle circles the other way. And then as you're ready, just bend your right knee in, bring it in towards your chest, and then grab it with your hands. You can extend the left leg out on the mat, okay? Give the right knee just a nicest, gentlest little squeeze towards your heart for a breath or two. Just encouraging that right knee inward towards center. And then use your left hand to move that right knee all the way to the left. So you've just made a twist here. And you can look out to the right with that right arm in a cactus shape. And just breathe here. Close your eyes. Big inhales into your big chest, doming it up off the floor. And big exhales into your strong belly. Belly muscles moving inward. Feel your body cooling down, your heart rate slowing down. Maybe one more breath in your twist. And then we'll bring that back through center and release that right leg. Let it go on the floor. Switching sides now. Just bring that left knee in. Interlace your fingers around it and hug it towards your heart. Just so gently squeezing that left knee in towards center. Okay, from here, use your right hand to move that left knee over to the right for a twist. And of course, look away from your knee over to the left with a cactus arm. Big inhales, lift your heart with each breath. Take your last breath here. And bring it back into center. Okay, release your left leg, nice and long. Release your hands down by your side and rest. Find that soft, effortless breath. And let your body be soft and effortless as well. Especially your jaw and your forehead. Tune into what is happening right here. Pay attention to what's happening right now. Give yourself a chance to truly be present in this moment. Notice everything. So please keep resting just like this for as long as you can. The longer the better, okay? This is where I'll leave you today. Thanks so much for practicing with me.